You also had the opportunity, you toured with Martin Lawrence.
Yeah.
What was that experience like?
Martin, a real OG. You know what I'm saying? You know, Martin is one of those ones that's kind of, he knows who he is.
Mm-hmm.
He knows what he's done. So it don't matter how good you are, who you think you are, when you come up on this show, you can go and destroy it. And when you come back, Martin gonna be back there clapping for you. Congratulations. I love to see what you're doing. He gonna go up there and do his thing. He's called me for different projects. I mean, and it really, you know, Martin, one of my all-time, you know, favorite comedians.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember we was doing a show in Milwaukee and he had a joke and he went one way with it and I'm like, it might be funny if he said this. And I'm like, I'm gonna tell him. And I seen him and I was like, hey, OG, I think, you know, the joke you say that? He like, yeah. I was like, man, if you say this, I think it'll hit harder. And the next show we did, we was in Milwaukee and he did it. He did what I had suggested. And I remember I went up to his dressing room and he was like, Mojo, I did your joke. And I was like, how'd it do? And he was like, it hit. And after that, every time I seen him, he was doing that. So he not one of them dudes that
I'm up here and then somebody, you can't tell me, bro. How you gonna tell me?
No, Martin, he respects the younger generation of comedians that's coming up. He respects, you know, the perspective that we have, and it's like, hey, if you say this gonna work right now, I'm gonna do that. So, no, Martin Lawrence is the truth, bro.
I did a project with him, and he was real quiet. He didn't do a whole lot of talking. You know, hey, when I came in, I went to his dressing and they said, well, Martin here. And so I stopped by, I said, what up, Martin? You know, so forth and so on. He's like, hey, how you doing, Sharpe? Congratulations on all your success, blah, blah, blah. And he's really quiet.
Yeah.
He really quiet. He ain't really do a whole lot of talking.
Yeah.
But to see him when it's like, they say, action.
Yeah.
He go.
And
I mean, he go from he here.
Yeah.
And get to right here. And then he back to right here.
Back there. Yeah, it ain't, he not up here all day.
Nope.
People would think that he is, but no. Martin real cool.
He is.
He real chill.
Mm-hmm.
He not, Martin, I mean, that was one of the, you know, meeting him was dope and how kind he was to my family, to my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Martin one of them ones.
Are there any similarities to way Martin conducts his show to where compared to how Mike does his?
Yeah, it's two totally different shows. You know, Mike
up here all the time.
Bro, Mike, who y'all see Mike Epps in that movie, in the movies?
That's him.
That's Mike.
That's him.
On a regular Tuesday.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it is.
I done talked to Mike on the phone, and it's the same. We talk on the phone.
Animated it.
Yeah, that's just who he is. It ain't, when he get on stage, the man is not doing jokes. He talking.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And he's just funny. Where Martin is, you know, it's a little bit more, you know, structure. Martin is up there really trying to, you know, he's really doing his material. Right. And then Martin has a way shorter show. Martin 7 people ain't going up for Martin.
Yeah.
You might get 2 or 3. Yeah. You know, Mike, you know, get as many of, you know,
he tried to put as many young people
as he
on.
could. Yeah. You know, you gotta think on the We Them Ones is me, DC, Carlos, Chico, you know, and then they got Nav Green, and they got who else? Judge Niche, Jay Ski. I mean, it's
about 8 or 9 of you guys.
It's a bunch of us. You know what I'm saying? And he go after all of us. So
right.
Yeah, it's 2 totally different vibes.
Give me your Mount Rushmore comedians. Now you kind of like, I mean, you find the sweet spot because you kind of got more of this generation, like say like the last 10, 15 years. I don't know how much Pryor you saw. I don't know how much Murphy you saw. How much Louis C.K. or Carlin. Cosby.
Yeah. You a real comedy.
Yeah, I love it.
Connoisseur.
I love it. You know,
my Mount Rushmore of comedians of all time.
Yeah. All Mooney.
All time, I'm gonna say Eddie Murphy.
Yep.
I love everything that Eddie did. I'm gonna go Eddie Murphy. I'm gonna go Bernie Mac. How many we get on the Mount Rushmore? 4 or 5? 4?
4.
Eddie Murphy, Bernie Mac.
I'll let you do top 5. Give me your top 5.
Top 5. Eddie Murphy, Bernie Mac.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Hart.
Yep.
Mike Epps gotta go on there. Richard Pryor. And I know it's somebody that I didn't get to
Well,
put
you
on there.
did leave off what you call him.
Who?
We just talked about it.
Martin?
No.
Martin need to be on there too. Well, who?
You put Martin.
I did. Martin
Yeah.
Lawrence, Eddie Murphy, Kevin Hart, Mike Epps, Richard Pryor. Who we leave off?
Chappelle.
Okay.
Because a lot of people, because you know what? I've had a lot of people, like a lot of guys won't put Chappelle on because they say he's a contemporary. See, it's hard for me to put, they say it's hard for me to put.
Let me tell you where I'm at on the Chappelle thing, right?
Okay, yeah.
I love Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle's style of comedy, for me, is not like, it's not, everybody got a style that
He's
they like.
more
So you
storyteller.
think about everybody that I named.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Martin Lawrence. You got to think, you go watch the old Martin Lawrence. What I liked about him was the crowd work stuff that he used to do on Def Comedy Jam. It was boom, boom, bang. Dave Chappelle, how you thinking,
He's a storyteller.
but how you thinking about stuff that you ain't thought about.
Yeah.
So you laughing, but damn, then you leave like, damn. They is out here playing with us, man. We gotta. So Dave, how you thinking? And sometimes when I watch comedy, bro, I don't want to think. I just want to laugh. And
You just want to go bang, bang, something.
Yes, that's what I want. And it ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because my guy Ryan Davis is the same way.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And
It takes him 2-3 minutes to set the joke up.
they set it up,
Yeah.
but then when they get there, it's like art. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
I say how you did that.
Yeah.
But, a lot of times, you just want to get in. I love to hear a good story. That was one of the things that I always loved about Kevin Hart. I felt like he was one of the best storytellers that that I've ever seen.
Yeah. Is there anyone that you haven't met that you like, man, I sure would like to meet him?
Eddie Murphy. I would love to meet Eddie Murphy.
Eddie's really reserved.
I've heard that. Yeah, I would love to meet Eddie and Cat. I haven't met Cat.
You haven't met Cat?
I haven't met Cat. I'm trying to, but like we were both in Memphis at the same time,
Right.
and you seen when I got there late. But I was gonna try to pop over to his show and say what's up. But yeah, Cat and Eddie are two that like I gotta meet.
Right. Bernie Mac from Chicago.
Yeah.
And, you saw him early in those movies, house party movies. You see him in Friday. It's just something about his delivery.
Yeah.
He's at you.
Yes.
He can tell a story, but mainly he's just.
Yeah.
And from the time that he went up there and he said, I ain't scared
I
of
ain't
you,
scared of you. I ain't scared.
his life changed.
You know how many times I watched that over and over again? Bro, Bernie Mac, I was in the 5th grade when Kings of Comedy came out.
Yeah.
And I had no idea that comedy was what I would want to do when I got older. I used to play football. You know what I'm saying? So I had no idea that, I wanted to be a comedian. And after watching Kings of Comedy, I think we was on like spring break. And then we came back to school. I was doing Bernie Mac whole set in the 5th grade in front of everybody. Wow.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party because we like to do something before 2 something.